everyone, you're watching Leeds Student TV and welcome to Pride in London 2017. We are here in central London.
That is right, and across today's events we're going to be bringing it all to you. From here in Trafalgar Square, the parade that's going all along Regent Street and the other stages that are dotted around the city.
Yeah, that's right, Neve. So I think today we can expect a lot of glitter,
Glitter,
a lot of face paint, definitely a lot of rainbows, and even more alcohol.
And on top of all that, it's a glorious day here in central London. So Sam, I think we need to get the Factor 50 out.
Yeah, definitely. So let's make our way to Regent Street for the start of the parade, shall we?
Off we go.
All right. We are here on Regent Street, which is the starting point of the huge parade, which is of course the pinnacle of the day. They're going to be walking from here in Regent Street all the way down to Trafalgar Square. There's going to be about 26,500 people in this parade in front of a crowd of about 1 million people. This is the first phase of people and it's really exciting to be here. So I am now here with Jack and Sion. So guys, I can see a lot of drums, I can see a lot of music. Could you give us a bit of explanation about what you're going to be playing and who you're with?
Okay, so we're here today with Endurance First of all is our own organisation. I'm going to turn Sion round. This is us here. So this is Endurance Little Orchestra. It's a youth organisation that takes young people, gives them an opportunity to learn music, particularly steel pan, obviously traditional Caribbean, Trinidad music, etc. But today we're actually supporting an organisation called Metro, who's an LGBT-focused charity. They work with young people, people living with HIV. They embracing difference, getting people to understand that people are different, and supporting people in society.
Perfect. So, have you guys been at Pride in London before, and how exciting is it for you to be here this year?
Yeah, this is our second year at Pride in London. It's really good for us to be here. Obviously, we get to bring loads of young people out as well, so it's good. It's good for us. It's a really good vibe. It's probably the biggest event we do, second to Notting Hill and Panorama Carnival for us. So we like it. We look forward to coming back to it.
Guys, you're here with London Frontrunners. Can you tell us a little bit about yourselves?
So we're the only London LGBT running club, and we think one of the largest in the country, if not the world.
Definitely Western Europe.
Western Europe. So we're a very inclusive running club. We run several times a week. We've got runners of all ability. And we're really happy to be here celebrating Pride today with everyone.
Perfect. And how long have you been doing this? Like, have you been to Pride in London before?
I have. I've been coming for a few years now. Yeah.
And how exciting is it to be here?
It's very exciting. This is my third year marching with Frontrunners, and it's the best thing ever. And I should give a shout out. If this is going out to thousands of people. If you are a gay woman in London, please come and run with us. We need more women in the club.
London Frontrunners, we're coming for you.
And I'm here with the London Titans. So, you're taking part in the parade today. What does it mean to you to be here?
I mean, for us, this is an inclusive event that allows us to be ourselves. We fight our own personal battle on the football pitch, at grassroots level, promoting LGBT sport and a safe playing environment for this amazing group of people. So Pride is a place where we can be ourselves, we can celebrate, but we can also highlight that there's still work that needs to be done. And it's a massive community turn-up.
One question that we're asking everyone here today is, what does Pride mean to you, and especially Pride in London here?
Pride in London is an event where you can celebrate with your friends, with your family, people who aren't even necessarily gay themselves, but really celebrate equality. And I think that's the word, is really celebrating being who you are and having that day to highlight it.
What does Pride mean to you?
Diversity, getting together and really letting people hear about what we've got to say.
Yeah, it's keeping together. You know, the world is polarized today, and we need to stick together all the time.
Pride, to me, has changed over the years. I think through coming out and it becoming something that was a kind of a beacon of hope, which is something that I can now celebrate openly and fully. I know my parents are going to be really excited to see photos from today and everything like that. So I think for me, it's just about that acceptance, and as Tiff said about this majority, having this majority and being part of this amazing group of people. I mean, the positivity around here. I mean, come on. You can't help but smile, right?
A massive hope for a positive future. Just to be who you are.
Lovely. Anyone else? Absolutely. Very nice. Last thing, guys, who has some glitter?
Glitter him.
Give me a spray.
Glitter him. Glitter him.
And finally they're off. Tom Daly just to the side of me on the Barclays truck. They're on the way, and the Trafalgar Square parade has eventually begun.
If all else fails, try Wales.
Now, amongst the craziness of Pride in London in the likes of Trafalgar Square and on Regent Street, we have managed to find ourselves a lot more of a tranquil, family-friendly area, and we are here in Soho's Golden Square.
That we are. We've got face painters to the right, performers behind us, and minions to the left. What more could you want?
What more could you want?
Fresh off the illumination stage in Golden Square where we just were is Tigerlily. How are you?
I'm so happy that I got to open up the stage. It was fantastic.
And Pride in London is such a huge event. What's it like to perform an event such as this, which is attracting crowds of 1 million?
Well, it's all about, inclusivity, So that's the word, right? Inclusivity, So being part of that and being from a mixed, diverse background myself, it's just the most wonderful thing, because everyone's here with the same goal, to bring people together.
And we've been asking people this question all day, but Germany are the most recent country to have legalised gay marriage. If there was any country that you could choose to be next, what country would that be?
I know it's really far out there and it wouldn't happen, but I'm half Iranian, so probably Iran, but maybe you could start with just, showing your hair first,
We know that Germany were the most recent country to legalise gay marriage. If you could target another country or continent, where would be next for you to kind of continue to spread the joy?
Oh, I don't know.
Russia. Too big of a question.
Russia.
Russia, why?
Because it sucks there.
Where do you want to see next?
Northern Ireland. I grew up there. I was raised in the States and I was raised in Northern Ireland, and I think Northern Ireland needs it the most because right now it's the only Western Europe country that has not had the same rights, and that's the whole thing. It's a violation against human rights, it's a violation against gay rights. We need to have that support there.
Well, I hear about Africa quite a lot and Russia, so I suppose those would be the two things.
Yeah.
All of them would be great. Yeah, I mean, it'd be freaking mental if it was somewhere like Saudi Arabia or somewhere like that. Would blow people's minds and change so much. But yeah, I think everywhere, let people live how they want to live.
So I am here with the incredible Peter Thatchell, who just gave such an impassioned speech right on the main stage. We've got a couple of questions for him. The main thing, if you said you've been going to Pride for 46 years, what about Pride? How is it developing? How is it changing for the youth of today?
Well, I was one of about 40 people who helped organise the first Pride in London in 1972. And I've been coming to every single Pride since. So this is my 46th. Pride today is very different. Back in the early 70s, it was very much a political protest for LGBT rights. And my feeling today is that it's a fantastic turnout, as usual. But there's not enough really raising of the human rights issues, and even in this country we know that nearly half of all LGBT kids in school are bullied. We know that a third of all LGBT people in Britain have been victims of hate crime. So there's a long way to go, even though we've made enormous progress.
Just finally, we've seen this year, especially with the snap election, people getting a lot more politically motivated, signing up, going out to vote. We have the first time a lot of youth, even 13 and under, wanting to get into politics, political activity like yourself. What would be some advice to, get them out onto the streets and get them making change?
My advice to any young person, as it was to myself in the late 1960s when I was a teenager, do something. The future is yours. If you don't engage, the future may not be what you want, but you have the power to change the future. to make it better than the past and the present. So get out there and do whatever you can to ensure that not just LGBT rights, but that all human rights are respected.
So we're here with Tom, one of the producers of the day. Congratulations for putting on such an amazing day. We've certainly enjoyed it so far. How much effort has gone into putting together a day like this?
Well, I mean, today, for instance, we've got over 1,000 volunteers, but over the year we've got about 150, so it is all year round, and all of us at Pleiad are volunteers as well. Yeah.
So, and I know I'm seeing you guys all bustling around all day. Have you had time to enjoy yourself?
I think I had 30 seconds about 20 minutes ago. Yeah. And I think I sat down and it felt heavily. I might try and do it again sometime.
The theme of this year is Love Happens Here. So how important do you think that is? You know, the kind of theme of combating hate with love, especially at a time like now.
Well, there was actually two parts to the campaign, and there was Hate Happens Here too. And that was only a small element because obviously we don't want to put hate on the platform too much. But there were taxi cabs with messages above on the LED screens actually highlighting where homophobic hate crimes have happened. But obviously the more important message is love happens here, and we've had people sharing their stories, people that have got engaged, people that have got married because of Pride. It's a beautiful thing.
In the future, as Pride in London grows more and more and more, do you have any big plans for future years?
I mean, I can't officially comment on that, but obviously we outgrow spaces. Like you can see today, there's over 1 million people in central London to celebrate Pride. Of course, we're going to have to find them a new home at some point, but I think we're happy here for right now. So.
So as the parade just to our left comes to a close after its 5th and final hour, that marks the end of our coverage here at LSTV at Pride in London 2017.
Fleur East is about to close the show here on the stage at Trafalgar Square, and what a day it's been. Hopefully this won't be the last time we're at Pride in London, but for 2017, that's all we've got time for.
Bye.